item, unless Chairman, you have anything.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm all set.
First item is in Albany. It's item 1246A. It is a request from Council's office for an emergency summary order of suspension. Turn it over to Council's office at this time.
Good morning, Chairman Bradley and Commissioner Ford. Council's office is requesting an emergency summary order of suspension of the license issued to Sweetheart Enterprises, Inc., doing business as Milo's Cantina, located at 206 Main Street in Poughkeepsie. In the record before you, there's a DVD that contains a video recording of an incident that occurred on the 31st of May, which shows a security guard assaulting a patron by slamming him to the ground while in a chokehold. At no time does a member of the staff try to intervene or defuse the situation, and you'll see a manager is simply standing by. I'd like to play the video for you at this time. There's both audio and video. It's approximately 5 minutes long, and afterwards I'd like to continue making
I don't think that's necessary because we both actually reviewed it. So unless council feels like it needs to be played, it will be part of the record, but we have both reviewed it.
Okay.
Very recently.
Okay, thank you. May I continue to make my request?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. While the video speaks for itself, I'd like to elaborate on it. It shows that a patron is attempting to exit the establishment. The security guard appears to be preventing the patron from leaving, at which point the patron and the security guard exchange words. The security guard then steps behind the patron, puts his forearm across the patron's neck, and pulls him to the ground. It does not appear from the video that the patron is acting aggressively, nor does he appear to be resisting or struggling. The security guard keeps the patron on the floor and prevents him from getting up. The security guard is observed to be yelling at the patron during this time. The manager and the unidentified male who came from behind the bar step in to simply pick up bar stools that have been knocked over. Staff does not try to intervene and defuse the situation. The manager tells a patron who is video recording the incident to leave, and she is observed locking the door from the inside to prevent him from re-entering. The patron who is being assaulted by the security guard is still inside at this time. The security guard holds the patron on the ground for more than 2 minutes, and during this time the patron is not attempting to fight with him, nor does he appear to be resisting in any way. The security guard then gets...
And when you say he's holding him on the ground, we're talking about the knee in the back of his head, right?
Well, he's holding him on the ground for a period of over 2 minutes. There's no movement coming from the patron at this time. Then the security guard gets up, and then he strikes him with his knee multiple times in the area of his head and chest, all while the patron is being restrained. The patron is eventually allowed to stand up, and he attempts to exit again, but the security guard is observed to prevent him from exiting, and then the video ends.
So the interesting thing to me about the video was the fact that prior to the interaction with the security guard, the victim didn't appear to be violent or excited in any way. It appeared there was a disagreement about a bill, and that's all this was about.
That's apparently what it was. That was the how the incident stemmed. It stemmed from the unpaid bar tab. That was according to what the licensee advised our investigators of, and that was corroborated by the police department.
And it appeared that there's no argument to be made here that any of this was in self-defense.
That is correct.
And it says it started, he ordered over $200 worth of tequila shots. Thought he was entitled to a free T-shirt, some other stuff like that. I watched it, just like the chairman said. Nothing seemed to precipitate this. It seemed like the guy was ambushed to me. And it also seemed like the employees there were maybe tacitly approving it, if not even encouraging it. So, I don't know. My mind's pretty made up. I don't really need you to waste your time going any further.
Yeah, I think the biggest concern here, I mean, this place has only been open 11 months. Is that accurate?
That's correct. It was issued on July 28, 2017.
So while there isn't a significant history here, it's obvious that the way that they're operating this place is not anywhere near where we would expect. And is it correct that the security guard was not licensed? Is that, we have evidence of that?
We have evidence of that.
And that there's a manager that, working there that, as Commissioner Ford said, looks like, for lack of a better word, that she was basically condoning the actions, and we didn't know that there was going to be a manager at this place?
That's correct. The licensee represented in the license application that he would not employ security personnel and that he would not employ management personnel. In fact, he indicated he would be the manager himself of the establishment. So the security guard wasn't disclosed to us, he wasn't licensed, and the manager wasn't disclosed to us.
So it's obvious to me that the way that they're operating this place is not the way that we intended them to, and they clearly resort to violence as a first resort before they do anything else. So I think there is a public a concern for public safety and welfare here, so I'm going to vote to summarily suspend as well.
Same here. I don't care what a patron did. He wasn't violent. He was just sitting there, and the man was attacked. I don't care if you didn't pay your bill. So I vote to suspend as well.
And I think you said it best. The video does speak for itself, so.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.